everyone. I'm Mamta Sharma from Lotus Petal Foundation. I'm here in front of you to talk about globe, latitudes, and longitudes. We'll talk about this chapter in two parts. In this part, we will talk about globe, features of latitudes, important latitudes, and heat zones. Let's talk about globe. The word globe comes from a Latin word globus, which means round or sphere. Globe is a three-dimensional scale model of Earth. Globe is a true model of the Earth. It is accurate. It shows correct shape, size, and location of countries, continents, and oceans. Globes come in different shapes and size. Globes can be very big. Earth is the largest rotating globe in the world, or can be very small in size, which are known as pocket globes. Inflatable globes are also available, which are known as balloon globes. Globe is known as replica of the Earth. A needle is fixed to the globes in tilted manner. It is called its axis. 2 points on the globe through which the needle passes are two poles, North Pole and South Pole. The globe can be moved around this needle from west to east, just as the Earth moves. But remember one thing, these axes are imaginary. So let's talk about another imaginary line known as latitudes. Angular distance from the equator on both sides is called latitude. Equator is located at 0 degree, which divides the Earth into two equal parts, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Lines of latitudes run horizontally and circle the globe in east and west direction. Lines of latitudes are called parallels as they are equidistant from each other, and this distance is of 111 kilometers. The value of each latitude is followed by capital N and S. The lines of parallels toward the north are denoted by capital N and towards the south are denoted by capital S. Now let's talk about important parallels of the latitudes. There are 181 degrees of latitude, 90 towards the northern hemisphere, 90 towards the southern hemisphere, plus 1 equator makes it 181. Apart from the equator, there are 4 important parallels of latitude. They are Tropic of Cancer lies on 23 degree 30 minutes north. Tropic of Capricorn 23 degree 30 minutes south. Arctic Circle 66 degree 30 minutes north. Antarctic Circle 66 degree 30 minutes south. So we can well imagine that Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle lie towards the northern hemisphere. Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle lies towards the south of hemisphere. Hemisphere means half of the sphere. Now, it's heat zones. There is a relationship between latitude and temperature around the world, as temperature is typically warmer approaching the equator and cooler approaching the poles. The Earth is spherical in shape, which results in different parts of the Earth getting heated differently. On basis of the heat received from the sun, the Earth is divided into 3 zones. Let's talk about first of all, Torrid Zone. Torrid means hot. It is a region between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. This region receives the direct vertical rays of the sun for almost the whole year. You can see from the figure. Therefore, this zone gets the maximum heat from the sun and is known as torrid or the tropical zone. This zone experiences extreme type of temperature. The next is temperate zone. Temperate zone lie in both the hemisphere beyond the tropics. The midday sun is never overhead. This happens because the sun rays come at a slant in these areas, like the picture is showing you. So, this part of the earth receives mild temperature. This zone experiences moderate temperature. Moderate means neither too hot nor too cold. We'll talk about frigid zone. Frigid means cold area between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole, and between the Antarctic Circle and the South Pole receives sun rays at a big slant. Due to this, the sun is never much above the horizon. So, this part of the earth receives the least amount of heat and remains very cold. This zone is also known as polar zone. In the next part, we will talk about the another imaginary line known as longitude. Thank you.